Hi everyone, welcome back to the Fancy Dollar. For those who are new, welcome. My name is Katie and today we'll be budgeting out my first paycheck of September, which is a total of $1,580. We're going to jump right into my bills binder first, and there's a few things that I do want to mention because you guys will see there's cash in my American Express credit card along with my Navy Federal Amex. So these are the two credit cards that I use the most in my daily day-to-day. My American Express Gold, I usually use this for dining out and groceries. And then Navy Federal Amex, I can use this for dining out, I can use this for gas, traveling, stuff like that to get points. So I'm usually a all cash budgeter, but for certain things like dining out and groceries and gas, I do use my credit card. I utilize them so that way I can get points. So you guys see that I have cash in here. When I first started cash stuffing, I did implement this into my system where I did budget out my dining out, groceries, and gas in my personal binder. And whenever I make that purchase, as soon as I get home, I unstuff what I have in here and place it into this corresponding envelope. So say for dining out, I spend $100. I come home, unstuff the $100 from the dining out envelope and place it into my American Express Gold card. So you guys will see money in here. I wanted to mention that before I continue. But for lifetime, my gym membership is going to get $50. Subscriptions is going to get, I need $18 for Spotify and $3 for Apple. I believe I have $3 for Apple in here already, but I have 10 in here. We're going to do 8 to get that to 18. Car payment, I have $621. My minimum payment is $627. For those who are new, I do add an extra $200 on top of my minimum payment. So instead of $627, I want to pay $827. I have $621 in here, so that means I'll add $206 instead of $207 because I usually stuff $207 weekly. So car payment is going to get $206 this week. Well, entire protection plan is getting $50. Easy Pass tolls is getting $20. And then for those who are watching out of the country, like Europe, these are transponders where we put on our car and we go through like turnpikes or stuff like that on the highway that need to like scan our transponder, and I need that for traveling to work and also traveling in between states. So like I live in Pennsylvania right now, and then I have to use this to go into New Jersey per se. And car insurance is going to get $40 this week. AT&T phone bill is going to get $20. We're going to skip Amex Gold annual fee along with Amazon Prime. Another AT&T. This is to pay off my phone. I'm going to put $5 in there. And then we're jumping all the way back into student loan number 5, which has the lowest balance, which is what I'm tackling as of right now. We're going to add another $100. So that is it for bills. So $4.99. I have $1,081. We're gonna jump right into vacation binder. I don't have like a set binder of how I budget. I normally budget out my bills first because obviously that's a necessity. And then I go on to like other binders like vacation. If I have a vacation that I need to budget for, if there's a medical bill, I'll go into my high priority first before I go into this. But day trips, we're gonna do a bonfire on a beach one of these weekends, probably for the rest of the month. So I'm going to put $10 for buying wood for the bonfire. Mini getaways, I do need to budget out Uber expenses, when I go down to see Chris Brown in Orlando. So we're gonna put $20. And then the islands. So the reason why I do have more to budget for this week is because my boyfriend Keith did Cash App me $250 because he had that lingering in his account. So instead of putting it in his bank, he just sent it to me towards his portion of his trip. He do owe me a lot more, but for now I am paying for the expense first, and then in October he's gonna give me his amount. So I'm gonna subtract the $250 that he already gave me from his total that he still owes me. But for this week, instead of $150, we're gonna put $350 into the islands. Pre-vacay shopping. Since we're there for almost 2 weeks, I do need to amp this up. So we have 20, 30, 40, 50. We have 60 in here. So I do want to put $20. Maybe I'll put more next week. I will rewear some of my bikinis, but for like pictures purposes, for like memories, I do want to wear new outfits. And then extra, I asked Keith last night, are we doing excursion? He was like, yeah, girl. We're going to be there for 2 weeks. Of course, we're doing excursions. So I'm going to have to amp this up a bit too. So we're going to put 20 in here. Accommodation. Since we are doing excursions, we might not upgrade our room because we're going to be out from our hotel most of the time anyways. Originally, we wanted to upgrade our room because there's like a room where you could upgrade where there's a swim out pool, like a personal swim out pool, which is really nice. So like at nighttime, if you want to have like a late night swim, you can do that. But to be honest, if we're doing excursions, we're gonna be outside all day in the pool on the beach anyways, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm still gonna budget out for it just in case we do upgrade, but if not, we're gonna put this money towards our excursions. So that's gonna put 25. And then passport renewals, we're gonna put 5. So $450. $631. We're gonna go into our home binder next. And we're gonna go by the trackers because this has the allotted amounts that I could save for because I just created these. But for down payment, we're gonna do $100. Real estate agent fees, we're gonna do 20 this week. Home inspection, we can do 15. Home insurance, we can do 10. Next one, I'm gonna skip moving expenses and moving day. We're gonna jump right into furnitures, and we're gonna put 10. And then appliance is going to get 10 as well. And there's another one back here for utilities, internet, household toiletries, and decor organizations, but I'm gonna save for that maybe starting next year when there's closer to our signing our contract. So we have 1, 20, 30, 40, 50, 65. So we have 466. We're gonna jump into my business binder. And I think I'm only going to stuff inventory, which is gonna get 20. And then in my friends and family binder, I think I'm only going to stuff my fur baby's medication envelope, and that is going to get an extra 40. High priority For medical, this is for my bills, prescriptions, and supplements. I currently do not have any medical bills, but I do save up for my prescriptions and supplements. Most of my prescriptions, maybe like 99% of it, is covered with my insurance, but this I'm suffering for supplements for today, and that is going to get $5. I switched my sea moss gel into sea moss capsules, so I'm giving that a try before I announce it on my Instagram if you guys should try it or not. Medical deductible for 2026 is going to get an extra $5. Personal savings is going to give $50. And one of my subscribers did ask, what is this envelope specifically for? Honestly, as of right now, I just have it sitting in my savings account. I was thinking about putting in investments or putting into a higher limit for my life insurance, because I do have life insurance currently. Keith paid for that for me, so he's covering that, so maybe I'll just give him this and add it towards our life insurance policy. Roth IRA is going to get an additional $5. Mr. and Mrs. getting $10. Future mommy is getting $10. Future baby is getting $10. And I think I want to add into car expenses, because car registration is coming up and inspection and emissions. So actually, I don't think that's until March or April. But anyways, I'll just put 5. That is it for my high priority. That's 150, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. I have 306. I think we're gonna go into holiday next. I'm gonna start stuffing for lunar and Khmer New Year's, maybe beginning of December, because I don't need much in there. Valentine's Day I'm gonna start in a couple months, but for Mother's Day we're gonna add, this is a freebie from Cash Up with Grace, I'm gonna add $6. Father's Day, I'm gonna add 5 as well. Halloween, I'm adding 10 because I do need to buy tickets for Hershey Park. We usually always go to Hershey Park for their Fright Fest. We don't really like Six Flags Fright Fest. It's not scary at all. Hershey Park is actually really fun and actually scary. Thanksgiving is getting 5. And then Christmas is getting 5. We're not going to be too crazy on Christmas this year because last year I spent so much, and a year before that as well. So I'm only going to spend like $200 this Christmas. So we have 10, 20, 25, 31. So I have 275. Before I jump into my savings, I do want to jump into my personal binder first. So for personal spending, I'm going to put 25. Dining out and groceries, I have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 121 left. So I'm going to put 100 in here. Gas, I have 20, 30, 40, 45, 46, 47. Usually $70 for a full tank. So I'm going to add $23 in here. Beauty is going to get 50. And then I'm gonna put $5 in household. Wardrobe, I'm gonna put 10. Date night, I'm gonna put 20. Okay. Because I do want to save some money so I can put into our savings challenges. So let's add all of this up. Okay. Actually, let's see if we can finish off this. So this is 35. So I have 7 left. Let's do Amex budgets. We can do a 7 here. So Amex 7. And I think that is it for our budget. Let me just add this up to make sure that it's all equal to $15.80. And it is. If you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, put a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!